Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last update about the upcoming episode of Unfortunate Love was also now tried to kill Lakshmi using a car as a means of taking revenge for Malishka. Then Rishi regrets everything he did to Lakshmi after he discovered the secret of how Lakshmi was trying to come and save him during her marriage with Vikrant. So let's continue from there. Malishka goes to the room and gets angry, saying that this crook and cunning Lakshmi is returning to the house and says, I don't know why Lakshmi is taking revenge from me. Karishma comes there. Malishka tells her that Ayush trapped her, and because Rishi was there, she has to give permission to Lakshmi to stay in the house. Karishma says to Malishka that I will not scold you and says Rishi is doing a big foolishness and says tomorrow is Rishi and your engagement. I don't know what will happen. Malishka asks what will happen. Karishma tells Malishka that Neelam said that if Lakshmi come back, then Neelam will leave the house, and Malishka is shocked. Malishka says a big thing has happened and I did not know, and she asks Karishma if her engagement would happen. Karishma says I hope so, and Malishka is shocked. Virendra tells Grandma that he has talked to Neelam to convince her not to leave the house, but now he doesn't know what she will do, and now they are in dilemma. Malishka informs Kiran and Sonal about Neelam's decision of leaving the house if Lakshmi returns. Kiran says Neelam shouldn't have taken this decision. Malishka says she took this decision to stop Lakshmi. Sonal says this is a golden chance for Lakshmi. Sonal says I hope your engagement doesn't stop, and Kiran asks Sonal to talk positive and says Malishka has bear so much for this day. Sonal says to Kiran and Malishka that we should pray and focus that Rishi and Malishka's marriage should happen soon. Malishka says we make plans, but Lakshmi execute her plan. She says this time, Lakshmi will be defeated. Kiran says if Neelam leaves the house due to Lakshmi, then Rishi will not marry you due to Neelam, and then your marriage will stop. Sonal says to Kiran and Malishka that Neelam auntie will lose this challenge because nobody will let Lakshmi go away from the house. Malishka says she herself is losing due to Neelam auntie and Lakshmi. Shalu packs Lakshmi's stuff. Bani says tomorrow is brother-in-law and Malishka's ring ceremony, and Shalu says yes. Lakshmi comes there and says you might have known from Ayush that I am returning to the Obre house and you are already preparing to send me away. Shalu asks Lakshmi to go to her lover Rishi, and Lakshmi looks on. Lakshmi tells her sisters that she will not stop them even for a minute after Rishi's marriage, and she asks them not to hope that she will stay at the Obre house forever, and she asks them to bear the pain now rather than bearing the pain later. Shalu says she has ruined our hopes. Bani says whatever Lakshmi says doesn't matter because what will happen is what is written in her destiny. Vikrant comes to a restaurant and he checks the menu. He orders tea and looks at Malishka and Sonal who comes there. Malishka says, thank God Sonal, you have come back. Sonal says, I came for your marriage. Malishka says, I get strength from you and also peace, and Sonal smiles. Malishka gets a call from an unknown number, but she did not pick the call. Malishka says when her marriage was fixed last time, Rishi started drama and says she cannot share everything with her mom about her plans now. Sonal says your mom is living life on her own terms and she calls the waiter to order food. Malishka thinks that who is calling me again and again. Sonal asks her to pick the call. Malishka picks the call and says she doesn't want to attend to the call, and she asks that who is he. Vikrant says I thought you will understand who is calling you with my hello. Malishka says how dare you to call me after trying to kill my Rishi, and she asks him not to come in front of her. Vikrant asks Malishka to turn back and see. Malishka turns and looks at Vikrant. She gets up angrily holding the fork and says how dare you to try to kill Rishi, and says I will not leave you alive. Vikrant says I came for your betterment, and he asks her to listen. Sonal tells Malishka that if someone calls the police on us today, then your marriage will be stopped, and she asks her to calm down. Vikrant says to Malishka that trust me, I came for your betterment. Malishka says I will show you and I will take this fork too. Sonia is happy that Rishi's best friend Malishka will become her sister-in-law. She says that Lakshmi has left, so everything is fine. Neelam comes to the dining table and asks that why is everyone sad, and everyone looks on. Ranu asks Shalu and Bani why they made Awa. Lakshmi says they made Awa because I am going back to the Obre house, and Ranu gets happy. Neelam says I don't know if you would have food together like this again or not. Sonia asks why did you say this, and she asks Virendra to talk, but Virendra is silent. Rano says to Lakshmi that we would have awa and says if you don't want to eat it, then she will eat it. Bani says Shalu wants to say that my sister is going for Rishi and Malishka's marriage and then she will return here, and Rano is shocked. Grandma says to Sonia that your mom said that if Lakshmi comes here, then Neelam will go away from the house, and Sonia is shocked. Sonia says to everyone that Lakshmi is gone, so why would she come back here? She says if Lakshmi comes here, then I will kill her. And Rishi shouted Sonia, and Neelam tells Sonia that let others decide what they want now. Lakshmi asks Rano and her sisters that why should I stay at the Obre house after Rishi and Malishka's marriage, and with what right? Rano says that Lakshmi is right, and she asks Shalu and Bani if they will break Rishi and Malishka's marriage. She says if Lakshmi stays there, then people will talk bad about her. Lakshmi says that is why I don't want to stay there, because Rishi and Malishka's bond is set by God. Neelam asks Sonia not to do anything. Sonia says this is your house, so Lakshmi will go, and why do you want to go? Neelam asks Sonia not to do drama, and she should have food silently. Rano tells Lakshmi that she trusts her decision. Neelam thinks that nobody is saying that this house is mine and we will throw Lakshmi out. She says nobody is asking me to have food. Rishi asks Neelam, Virendra and Grandma to have food, and Neelam thinks that let's see what happens tomorrow. Malishka, Sonal and Vikrant comes out of the restaurant. Malishka asks Vikrant why did he try to kill Rishi, and says if you had not tried to kill Rishi, then Rishi wouldn't have exposed you. She says now you are hiding your face from the police, and says she will call the police. Sonal asks Malishka to calm down and says Vikrant is talking about your betterment, so they should hear what he wants to say. Malishka says to Sonal that Vikrant tried to kill my Rishi. Vikrant asks if Rishi has finally become yours. Sonal asks what are you saying? Vikrant asks that who is she? Malishka says Sonal is my best friend who can die for me, but she will not let anything happen to me. She says Sonal has spine unlike you who is a coward. Vikrant says to Malishka that I will get you married to Rishi. Malishka laughs and asks if Vikrant will get her married to Rishi. She says if you had married Lakshmi, then Rishi would have married me by now, but you couldn't even help yourself. Vikrant tells Malishka that Rishi and Lakshmi love each other a lot and they cannot stay without each other, so it is difficult to separate them. Malishka says to Vikrant that Rishi loves me a lot and he doesn't love Lakshmi. She says I don't trust you. Vikrant says as long as Lakshmi is there, you cannot marry Rishi. Malishka says she doesn't trust Vikrant and says Vikrant cannot do anything. Vikrant says your every foolishness will make you lose and says you have a chance and you can stop your loss by working with me. Malishka says to Vikrant that she doesn't want his help and she asks him to get out. Vikrant asks Malishka to think about it carefully and he goes. Sonal says Vikrant could have helped us, so why did you send him away? Malishka says Vikrant cannot even help himself, so how will he help me? She says you were not there when Vikrant lost and she asks Sonal to come with her. Okay guys, so this is the full and written details of how Vikrant returned after his marriage with Lakshmi was cancelled and he was exposed, right? So this is how he returned. So we are already getting there. And step by step, we are going to meet up very soon with what ZTV are currently showing. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.